Alright guys, so what we have here today is my customized BK7, the new one. This is the second one I've done, and a lot of people asked me in the past to make a video of how am I doing it, how am I making my custom knives and how am I customizing it. So this is the introduction for the whole video. It's gonna be long, and I don't know how long really, so if you wanna see it, watch it. It's gonna take some time. If not, just look at the knife what I made. One of my favorite knives, BK7. I think it's a great size, great weight, great shape. I'm a big fan of Ethan Becker's knives. You can see I stripped the paint, stripped the coating, changed the geometry and shape of the handle. Different new thumb ram, different handle. Black canvas micarta with the glow-in-the-dark inserts, razor sharp convex edge, and let me see if we can see the glow-in-the-dark portion of it. You can see it there. Just a little bit here, it's not so much charged. This is a little better, this side is a little better. You see the design, ring around the linear hole, and then that little eye, and just couple dots and couple lines. I like the design. You will see how was I'm doing it in the video. So nice simple Kydex sheet, and that's about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you decide to keep watching, and have fun, guys. As you can see, I got myself another BK7, Becker BK7, and that is actually because the one I already did customize I gave to my really good friend, who he said he liked it, so hopefully he didn't lie to me. He better liked it. I love this knife. It's in my opinion it's a great knife, great size. It's pretty much big enough for serious chopping, splitting, and yet not too big for some precise work and stuff like that. Really love the shape, the original knife as it is. It's perfect. It's really great knife without doing anything to it. The handle is comfortable, working, has a great pommel, great shape. I think attractive shape. Has the great steel. The 1095 Crown is really amazing steel. Really good stuff. Holds edge ridiculously good, like I said in the reviews before. And this time I want to show you, I want to try to capture the whole process of me doing the knife in a little clips and doing it all together. So as you can see, I already removed the screws because we're gonna remove the scales, and I already started some kind of idea of what shape would I want to change on the handle. You guys know that I always try to make it my own. And again, what I want to do is shed some weight, because the micarta scales will add some, so I want to compensate, and I want to lose some weight on the metal and also make it fitting my hand exactly what I like, and make it my own. So first off, I'm gonna again do the ramp, the thumb ram, a little bigger. I like that feature. I'm gonna get rid of the original jimping, make it a little deeper and longer, and then I'll add my own jimping. I'm gonna get rid of this big old finger choil here, the finger guard. I'll make it smaller, and I'll make the choil deeper, so in the functionality I won't lose anything. It still will be nice guard and nice finger choil to get nice and close to the edge, something like that. And same thing on the back. I don't need all this metal, and it doesn't actually fit me. If I want to go all the way in the back of the handle, it's kind of awkward for me. So when I round these things up like so, something like this, I'm thinking it will fit my hand much better, and it will also make it, I think, look a little nicer than those round pieces. And of course I'll try to make it contour handle so it will fit nice you know, it will be narrower on this and this portion, just like the original handle, narrower here, so you get nice palms well in the middle and a little thinner on the side. I do want to come up with some spacer material so my scales are even thicker, not just the micarta I have. So let's see as it goes. This time I won't be using the original mounting hardware. I will be using the pins and epoxy, so it will be permanent handle. We're gonna strip off the coating, do a convex edge, sharpen up the false wedge just a little bit, not to make it sharp, just a little bit so it has the edge, so it's not flat like it is now, but still so it's not cutting, so I won't cut myself and it won't split my baton ridiculously. Alright guys, so what we're gonna do first, we're gonna use the paint stripper, the one my friend recommended me, Clean Strip. We're gonna spray this, let it work for a couple of minutes and then try to remove it. Always wear the gloves. This thing is nasty, it's, you know, it's pretty much acid, so wear protection, ventilated areas, and let's see how well it works. This is my first time too with this one, and spray it real well, we have plenty of it. Try to get it everywhere on this one side. That should be enough, hopefully, and I'll get back to you soon. Alright guys, it's been about, I don't know, about 10 minutes, so we're gonna try how it works. Take a paper towel, again don't forget gloves, and we're gonna try to start wiping it off to see if it's doing anything. You can see it's starting coming off. Let me try this little cheap wire brush. It might work a little better than that. I can see that this might take a couple more tries than just one. But you can see that there are some nice chunks coming off already. Okay, so this might take a bit longer than I expected, but I'll cut it and I'll show you the end product, how it will work after. I guess it looks like maybe a couple hours of work to spray it, let it do its job, spray it, let it do its job. So we'll see. I'll show you guys soon. Alright guys, so after about almost an hour later, while doing some other stuff too, we have the BK7 nice and clean. So let's just wipe it off, the final wipe. This has what would you call it? Like a patina on it still, which will be probably, that will probably end up being buffed or, you know, or polished as I go. But it's always better and easier than if I have to sand down the whole coating. This way I just have to, you know, clean it up, polish it, and the minor stuff, nothing major, because that coating sometimes can be pain to remove. And let me give you a little close-up. You guys can see that it's not silver, it's kind of like a copper color, a little bit into the copper, but it's pretty much clean. I have to just, oh, I am actually grinding that off, so that's not a problem. The whole handle is being reshaped, so I'm gonna redraw my shape again to the handle, what I wanna take off, and we start there, the real stuff. Alright, see you soon. Alright, so now back to the drawing board. What we're gonna do here, what I'm gonna do here, once again I'll draw the shape, the rough shape, what I want to, you know, end up with. And like I said, I'm gonna cut down this finger guard smaller, make the finger choil more pronounced, like so. Now the thumb ram will get bigger too, something like that, with my own jimping once I'm done, something like that. And now the end will be coming downwards, right around the lanyard hole, and then something like this. So that's about the shape of the handle I want to be shooting for, and we'll see, hopefully I'll manage to get it, and I'm gonna show you what I'm using, what tools I'm using, so stay tuned. Alright guys, most of the work we're using the table grinder with two different wheels. Then we're using angle grinder, belt sander, Dremel, and a drill with that sanding disc attachment. So those are the tools I'm using to shape my handles and my blades. And can't show you how I'm doing, it's not enough light here and everything, and I don't have the space here to set it up. This is my messy room, so just to show you, those are the tools I'm using for it. And of course I'm using the full face respirator, what I got from Thomas Smythe. This thing is awesome, really helps me to protect my eyes and lungs. Alright, stay tuned. Alright guys, so we have the handle shaped, as you can see. Took off the back, make this a little rounder, change the finger choil on front a bit, make it deeper, and moved it forward a little bit close to the edge, and make a nice big, I would say a lot bigger thumb ram. I like it, I think it's nice design. I think the knife looks more interesting, more badass. I know everybody likes different things. So that will be the shape of the handle, you know, and I can still, on the finishing touches, this will get nice and like a perfect round. Same for this as I'm finishing. And the next step now would be sketching it into the micarta, you know, make a little sketches and try to cut it out. And you always want to try to do it as efficient as possible, you know, material efficient. So I think what I'm gonna do here is this. I'm gonna, you know, put it up here, but then it will change because the micarta will go most likely something like this, little before the edge here. So, but I will align the micarta with the edge, with the beginning of the edge. No, this little piece I won't be able to use for anything probably. Maybe some small little things. So I'll set it up like this. You know, draw the line. What I will need to cut. Just like so. And now one more. Again, trying to somehow fit it. So I won't waste. Probably something like this. I just need the rough cutout. No, I'll probably cut it like this, as close as I can, and then I'll try to split them nice without messing up either of them, and I'll show you how it's gonna look you know, the next step. You couldn't see it before. So this is what it is, right? I'm gonna cut the first rectangle and then I'll try to split them and cut out those, you know, the inside pieces. Alright, so the scales are cut, roughly cut. You can see clearly both of them are much bigger than the actual handle, which is good. Now what I'm gonna do is put it in, make sure that I have the scales protruding the tank everywhere, and I will get the clamp, clamp it on like so. I'll do two just to be safe. Two just to be safe. And what I'm gonna do now is drill the holes for the pins. 1, 2, 3. And this one I'm gonna use 3/16 of an inch drill bit because I'm using 3/16 tubes. And just nice and easy drilling. Ideal would be to have a drill press to go nice and straight, but unfortunately I don't have a drill press, so I have to count on my eye and feel to go nice and straight. So now I have the 3 holes drilled, right? I'm gonna do the linear hole too, and linear hole is is it 5/16? Yes, 5/16. Normally I would be doing this in my other room, but I want to show you on the camera, on the video, how is this being done. Now the next step is, I have one side holes drilled. The next step is add that second scale, again making sure that I don't have a original tank sticking out anywhere. Put the clamps back on in about the same positions so I can get to those holes I drilled, like so. You can see these are my original holes, still aligned with the holes in the tank. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drill through the other side to get them through. Let's start with the linear hole. And now the three pin holes. Make sure the holes are nice and clean. We're gonna check them with the tube once I'm done. That's it. Sometimes it will take a little more, you know, reaming out the hole to get the tube in, because the tubes are just slightly bigger than the... Okay, but we are good. Sometimes I have problem to fit the tube in once I drill with the same size bit, but you know, it's always better to have it tight, nice and tight, than loose. But we are good. This is like a perfect fit. So what's gonna happen now, I'll clean everything up. Let me get rid of this. You see, I have all this ready. Pin holes, the tube holes, then the linear holes are ready. The next step is take a rough sandpaper, and just for the purposes of the tutorial I'll show you, just on this one, doesn't matter, and I'll rough up the inside sides of the scale. So the inside is this one. Oh no, this is inside, this is outside, this is inside. Doesn't really matter, if I drill good, they should be the same. So on the straight surface, I'll just rough it up to get, instead of that smooth, I get a nice textured surface for the epoxy to grab even better. You know, this is just a quick show. I'm actually gonna do it on the rougher sandpaper better, but just for the show purposes, you know, two inside sides that will close on the tank, we'll get the rougher surface for epoxy to hold on better. So stay tuned, guys. Oh, actually, I'm gonna show you now before I do it. I'll mix mix up an epoxy. I'll put it nice even on this whole area, all the way up to, I'll tape up wherever I will want my, sorry guys, no, different. Next step is, once I have this ready, like this, I'm gonna mark up my tank pins, how long I need to cut them. So this will be 1, and that is 3/4 of an inch, I think, and I'll make these lines 3 times, just a little over 3/4, So I'm gonna cut these 3 pins, and as a matter of fact, let me check if I have a nice hollow pin for the tank hole too, because if I do, I will do that one as well. But I'm not sure if I have this size. Oh, I do. So that is awesome. I have the right size for this as well, so that is even better. Again, measure the tube. I'm gonna cut them now, and then I'll show you the next step. Stay tuned, guys. Alright, so what I did was roughen up the inside of the scales so the epoxy have better grip, and the side of the scales that will come onto the edge, like next to the edge. If I'll put it in just to align it for you, so you see what I'm talking about. You can see this is how it will come. That doesn't matter. You can see that right here my handle will end up right there. I might actually go back and take just a little tiny bit more. You'll see right now it's like it's right equal with the grind. I might want to take it a little bit down, but you know, you get the idea what I did. I grounded off the edge because I wouldn't get there without scratching up the blade, so I have to do it before I put the handles on. The rest I can work around with the tank, you know, grounding the tank nice and flush, but this I had to get before. So you see I'm right there. I might actually leave it like that. I'll see about that. I'll decide soon. That's not important for the project. So okay guys, so epoxy on the inside, put on the knife itself, align one scale, set the pins in, turn around, put epoxy all around, nice around the pins everywhere, set the second scale and press it like this real tight, and let the epoxy dry, you know, as long as it takes. And then comes the shaping the handle, sanding down, a lot of sanding. See you in a couple hours. Alright guys, so we have the basic shape. You see I went flush with the tank, and I started off rounding around the edges. Just started. It's gonna take a couple more hours to finish. Just this alone was, oof. Since I glued it and let it dry, it was about almost 2 hours of work now to get it to this shape. About hour and a half, almost 2 hours, to ground the pins nice and flush, and you know, got rid of all the axis micarta. It's tough, it's tough stuff, and you will go through a lot of sandpaper, so get enough supplies. It's gonna fit really well in my hand. I can feel it already, and I wanna get it, you know, this angle more rounded up, this side more rounded up. Same for the bottom. That will expose those nice layers of micarta, so it will look nicer, and it will still fit in the hand real nice. I'm gonna probably make this little narrower and this little narrower as always, to have a nice palm swell in the center, and again it will make that layers more pronounced. You will see the layers of micarta. And then we'll see probably some glow-in-the-dark inserts. That's gonna be the last thing. That's always the last thing once the whole knife is complete. Alright, so far so good. Feels very well in the hand. In a lot of grips. Nice little knob on the end for chopping to get the extra reach. Good, very nice. I'm happy so far. So alright, so we have the handle pretty much shaped. Let me get you some detail. You can see from before it was just rough, you know, rough sand shape, and now I actually sanded down the corners, make them nice and round the way I like it. That's the one thing I don't like about the regular production knives. They don't really make them, if you look at my knife, it goes nice fluently. It makes it a little thinner than some knives, but in the end, you know, your hand is not square. Your hand, if you grab something, it goes round. So that's why I like it nice and rounded off. I got this little thinner to get the texture of the micarta, and same here. And it also acts as a, you know, simple finger groove. Here the finger falls right into that little gap. Same here, and same on the end. And even if you would grab it on the end for chopping, your middle finger goes right into that little groove. And the back knob acts something like on machetes, you know, to get better grip, so the knife won't fly off your hand. Finish the jimping on my own thumb ramp. You can see the thumb ramp is bigger. I went down and up. You know, I went into the hand a little bit compared to the original design. Went straight and small little ramp. So I went down. So I get really nice thumb ramp if I want to use it. You know, I like it. Blade is just clean still, not really polished. I ran it just very quick over the you know, the sandpaper, so that's gonna get a little more polished. The edge will get more convex. I only started, I don't know if you can pick it up. You can see that the very bottom of the edge is still the factory, but the actual where it breaks from secondary to primary edge, it already starting to round up to the convex, so that will end up in full convex, you know, not full but the actual cutting edge will be convex, which will make it a little stronger. And we'll see. I have some ideas about the glow in the dark stuff. What I'm thinking, I'll fill up the hollow pins with the glow in the dark stuff, and also around the pin, the very round of the pin, little circles around it, and then probably some simple design, maybe just some lines. I'll see what I'm gonna decide. You'll see it. Alright guys, hope you like. See you soon. Okay guys, as you can see, I went ahead, took a magic marker, a Sharpie, and drew the design what I would like for a glow in the dark insert. And what I'm gonna use for that is my Dremel tool with this tip. Let me focus it. Not gonna focus. Focus. You can see this little tip. It has like a little drill kind of ball with the edges. and I'll show you just real quick. I can't really do this here, I have to go to my other room, but I want to show you how I do it. It's doing a going about 1/4 inch deep. Trying to go about 1/4 inch deep, and just for example here the line. Keeps loosening on me. Just for a quick show, I can't really do it here and without the mask, so but you get the idea. Make a nice grooves. It's not really 1/4 inch deep, maybe 1/8 to 1/3 of an inch deep. I'll copy all the lines and everything, you know, and I'll show you then as I'm doing the epoxy. You can see here the grooves, and all the lines will get that way. And then I'll mix up the epoxy and I'll show you there. Alright guys, so we have finished all the grooves on both sides, and the next step is mix up the epoxy. So I use Defcon. This is 5-minute epoxy. Mix up, you know, estimate it. What would I need for the one side, because I have to do one side first and then another. Mix it up a little bit now. Now I will add the glow-in-the-dark dust. It's supposed to be about 1/10 of the epoxy. That should be more than enough. Mix it in the epoxy, nice and slow. Try not to get air bubbles, but you know that's pretty much it's gonna happen. But as I'm gonna apply it into the holes, I have to try to get rid of the, you know, shake or pop the bubbles and get it nice all in. This is couple steps. That's not gonna be probably this one probably cover even the one side, but just to give you an idea, because I don't need to make this video super long, you know, step by step. get it in there. Start the long portions, start from the side, so you have the air has space to go out from, you know, so you don't just slap it over that thing and you're gonna have big bubble on top of it, underneath the epoxy. So from the side and going to the end. Same applies for the for the little dots. Try to get it from the side, so you can push away the air from inside of the dot, like that. And pretty much this way, try to fill up all the gaps and everything. You're gonna have excess epoxy on top. That's good. Always better to have more than not enough. If you get the bubble, try to pop it with the corner. What I use for the epoxy for applying and mixing is just cut zip ties into the small little sticks. They are pretty stiff, you know, just stiff enough. They don't cause anything, and I have plenty of those. They work fine for what I'm doing. Like I said, you see that it didn't even cover the one side. So I have to get it in. Okay. And that's it, and you're gonna keep doing this until you fill it up. Epoxy has dried out, and what I'm gonna do now is just run it again with the sanding machines to get it back to the smooth finish, having just the inlays, you know, flat with the micarta. So I'll be back soon. Okay, so we sanded down the glow in the dark stuff. I did ended up having some bubbles, but I will just, you know, mix it up again, fill it up, and just do the whole process again, just the short way. I just have to fill up the couple little bubbles here, and I want to fill up these pins nice, and just resand it again. Let me see if it glows. I don't know if it's charged. Okay, there you can see it. It's interesting design, I think. I'm gonna do something else every time, so that will be that for this one. I also convex the edge, just rough convex on the machine, and now you can see I already have my kydex ready, and this is actually the same knife I have my kydex video sheet making. So, you know, I don't have to show you all of this. You can see it in the kydex making video. So after kydex sheet, I'm gonna finish up the edge better, and I'm gonna show you how to do patina, the way I do patina. Alright guys, so the handle is touched up, finished, and the next step is the patina before I put the final edge on it, because patina, you know, it's pretty much rusting, so I would have to fix the edge again, the final edge. And what I'm using for this is just I'm using old brown mustard. I'm gonna just pour some out here. And it's pretty much like painting, no? I'm using the Q-tips. I have some kind of design in my head what I would like, and just like a painting, you know, you start to paint the lines, the design you would like. The nice thing is you can always just wipe it off and start all over before you get it. Does react pretty fast, but you can always wipe it off, polish it, and start all over again if you don't like what you come up with. So that's the beauty of it. So what I want to go this time is kind of like a leaf cells. I did it before in one knife, and I kind of liked it. So I'm doing this, the center line, and from there like a little veins coming off it. Nothing crazy. It's pretty easy. I'm not, you know, I cannot even draw or anything, but these are the simple designs that anybody can do it, you know, even if you paint the stick people, which is what I do. It doesn't take any skills, any painting skills or any artistic skills to do such a thing. Let me turn this around. I hope we're in frame. Yep, we are. Gonna do this on this side, then let it do its job about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour. A couple times I even forgot about it and nothing happens. It's just gonna be a little more rust, so you're gonna have harder time to clean it off, but the end result is pretty much the same. And remember, the longer you will leave it there, the more pronounced the patina will be, the darker it gets. So pretty much that's it. Very simple, very easy, pretty quick. You know, it always comes down up to you how fast you do the lines, and then just let it do its job and clean it off. I clean it off with soap and the scrub, just like the dishes. Scrub it off a little bit, not completely, not with the abrasive side of the cleaning thingy. I don't know what are they called, the sponge. You can see that's gonna be my design, and I'm gonna let it sit now, like I said, for about 30-45 minutes. Might as well do this side here, just a little dots on the spine to get it a little more interesting. And that's it. That's all there is to the patina. Let it work and do the other side, clean it off, and that's it. So we'll see you with the final product soon. Alright, so what we have here is the finished sheet and the knife with finished patina. Knife is not sharp yet. You can see the patina. We did this design as I showed before, and the way I sharpen the knife I want to show you real quick. You've seen it before, but I'm gonna show you again just real quick. What I have here is a stable, solid, straight platform with a couple layers of a paper towel, and this is a 600 grit weather dry sandpaper, and just gonna touch up the convex edge a little bit on both sides. The motions don't really matter. I'm trying the round motion as my friend Virtualize recommended. He's saying that keeps the belly a little better. I don't find this removing so much metal that it would really matter. I never had that problem, but it might come over time. So just a quick deburring from my machined convex edge, just to get it quick. And now let me do it a little more. Now I'm gonna take 1200 grit, what I have, again weather dry. I will actually put a little bit of WD-40. For some reason I like it better on the wet surface, and this will put the almost finished edge on it. Just real quick. Need to raise the angle a little bit. Feels sharp already. Yep, it's biting the nail. And the last step in my process is strapping. It's my homemade strap. You've seen it before in the videos. And start off. Actually, there's a lot of techniques. Again, whatever works for you. Some people start from top and going down. Sometimes I do it the other way. Go from the handle and going to the tip. I don't think that matters. It's still doing the same thing. You're not going against the edge, you're going with the edge. Finding that sweet spot, that angle. Running it like that. Couple times, you know, you will check the edge once in a while, how it feels. This is the side with the green compound. Then I have a just bare leather here. I always just clean it off on that without any compound. I find it to work pretty well for me. You see it in the videos that most of my knives are really sharp. So let's see how this edge looks. A piece of paper, we have something here, don't know. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's a very good edge. If it goes with the ease like this, that's a very nice edge. Let me try to get some detail. You can see the patina before was all the way to the edge. Now, because I sharpened it and strapped it, I have nice polish cutting edge. And that's pretty much done knife, you know. Pretty much that's it. One thing what I might do is with this regular kydex sheet, I might do the same thing what I've done before, and that is mounting the kydex sheet into the nylon backing of this, which means cutting off this whole portion, the whole pouch, the original sheet, keeping just the nylon backing and mounting it here. But that I didn't decide yet. That's the list, you know. The sheet is done, the knife is done, so that's it. Let me give you some more close-ups of the final product, final knife. You can see here. Let me see if it's charged, if it glows. Just a tiny little bit. It wasn't charged. Yeah, once it's charged it glows much better. But that's it. My customized Becker BK7, one of my favorite knives. The BK7 by itself, even without any modification, it's just a great knife, great size, great weight. The only thing is the original sheet is not that good, but you know, you can get the sheets all over the place. There's a bunch of internet sites that sells them. I can make them, you know, a lot of different options. So hope you like it, guys. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.